When using JavaScript code, by default, we don't get any type checking. So that means we can call this function without supplying an argument, and we'll not know about this issue until runtime. So we have to compile and run our program to see some weird result. Now, to solve this issue, we go back to tsconfig.json. Here in the JavaScript support section, we have another compiler option called check.js. If we turn this on, we get some basic type checking. It's not as comprehensive as what we get in TypeScript files, but it's better than nothing. Now let's recompile our code and see what we get. Look, in tags.js on line 1, we have a compilation error saying parameter income implicitly has an AnyType. So we are seeing this because earlier in the course, we turned on a compiler option for catching this kind of errors. So we shouldn't use the AnyType unless we explicitly type it out, right? So now we have two options here. One option is to describe type information to the TypeScript compiler. We'll talk about that in the next lesson. But let's imagine that we're getting a ton of errors in this file and we want to temporarily tell the TypeScript compiler to stay silent. So let's go to tags.js. On the top, we add a special comment. Here we type an @ followed by ts-no check. So we add this once on top of a file that we don't want the TypeScript compiler to check. Now let's recompile and run our program one more time. All right, we don't get a compilation error, but we still see this weird result. Why is that? So back to the index module. You might be wondering why the TypeScript compiler is not complaining even though we are not supplying any arguments to this function. Here's the reason. If we don't supply an argument, undefined will be passed to this function. And because the type of income parameter is any, it can receive any type of arguments. So it can receive undefined. That is why we don't get a compilation error here. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to describe type information to the TypeScript compiler, so we'll be forced to pass a valid argument here.